What were the sort of, as you reflect back, and this was perhaps many, many years ago, I would, how many years ago when this major decision?
Many years. This 20 years ago.
20 years ago. As you look back on, as you look back on that decision, Dr. Rai, what are sort of the, as you reflect back on it, what are sort of the top takeaways, if I may call it, or life lessons that might have emerged that, you know, when you, during your self-talk or do your meditation, कि अगर वो रास्ता मैं नहीं चुनता, उसी रास्ते पे चलता रहता, जैसे वो मूवी आई थी रिसेंटली, तो उसमें वो गाना भी था कि वो एक मशीन की तरह उसी डायरेक्शन में हम चलते रहते हैं, मुर्दा लाशों की तरह. तो जब आप रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं, sort of क्या उभर के सामने आता है? I'm interested in knowing that.
So 2-3 lessons, Simar. I mean, if I have to look at what did I learn personally, and whenever I reflect, what lessons can I draw from that? The first lesson obviously is that you need to have a sense of purpose. And the moment you realize that you have a sense of purpose, the passion automatically comes in. True. Because you know that you are doing it, your path is very, very clear to you. Your destination is very, very clear to you. And if at all you are enjoying your journey, everything becomes hunky-dory, everything becomes beautiful because you know that you are moving towards something that you really want to do. So that was my first lesson. The second lesson was that remember, whenever you try to do something new, there will be many people who will tell you why it should not be done and why you should not be the one doing it in particular. So everyone told me, like, you have a great job. I mean, Tata Steel, it's a brilliant company, which it is. And I had an amazing lifestyle at Jamshedpur because Tata Steel not only gives you a great job, it gives you great opportunities to do whatever you feel like, as well as a great quality of life. So in Tata Steel, I could learn horse riding for $60 a month. For $60, nobody will allow you to look at a horse, let alone ride one.
Right.
And you know, for $200 a month, we used to play golf, so on and so forth. Now that kind of lifestyle I couldn't have afforded elsewhere. But the whole point is, all of that became immaterial the moment I realized I wanted to do something else. But like I said, there will be people who will tell you why it shouldn't be done and why you should not be the one who's doing it, who should be doing it. And the more important part is that these are likely to be the people who are related to you by blood, by marriage, or their friends.
True.
And therefore, you have to be doubly careful because what happens is that you get into that entire thing of an emotional blackmail. You almost get emotionally blackmailed into thinking that, no, now you have to think about others. Right. You don't have to think about you yourself. Now, here came my first lesson. And this is something that I would want to share with your viewers. All of you, remember one thing. You can give only what you have. You can never give to the world what you do not have. And therefore, if you are not happy, you cannot make anyone happy. So all of those people who say that you should sacrifice your happiness for the sake of your family or the sake of your people and so on and so forth, please remember, if you do sacrifice it, you will never be able to make anybody happy because you are yourself not happy. वही दे सकते हो यार, धन होगा तभी तो धन दूसरे को दोगे. उसी तरह से स्व के लिए प्रेम होगा, अपने लिए प्रेम होगा तभी तो दूसरों से प्रेम करोगे. खुद खुश होगे तभी तो दूसरों को खुशी दोगे. And that was the second lesson, that, you know, listen to people, listen to them very carefully, but then do exactly what you want to do. And the third lesson, which I think I drew from that particular experience of mine, was that it's only the initial part which seems difficult. You know, a whole lot of people ask me this question, and I'm sure that you would have asked me at some point of time that, you know, after 8.5 years of working, how did it feel to go back into the classroom? Do you know what my biggest challenge was? CAT was not my big challenge. I took a 2-week leave from Tata Steel. I prepared for CAT and I cracked it. But that's also because I was into English. I used to read a lot and I'm pretty good at mathematics. I love mathematics as much as I love philosophy and literature. So I was pretty comfortable with the ingredients of CAT. The only thing that I had to prepare was the practice part of practicing how to write tests. The biggest challenge to me and the most difficult for me was to sit on a chair for 4.5, 5 hours to attend classes, because I used to work on a shop floor. I used to move all the day up and down the shop floor, up and down the overhead crane, which is what, as an electrical engineer, I was supposed to look after. But once I got over that particular challenge, the rest of the things were not difficult at all. And therefore, the lesson that I learned was is only the initial thing, which is a little challenging, which can actually take you away or which can actually dissuade you from continuing. But if you get over that initial hurdle, things become automatically better.
That is fantastic. And I completely agree with what you said about the maximum resistance comes from those who are very close to you. It comes with a genuine intention. Also, it's because they are so used to seeing that version of you, you know, उनको आदत पड़ गई है कि to put you in a certain frame, और all of a sudden हम कोई ऐसा idea, completely crazy idea लेकर जाते हैं. It's like a shock for everyone. But I always say, I always believe this कि अगर मेरा विजन मेरे पास आया है तो कुछ सोच के, कुछ मेंटल फैकल्टी कुछ ऊपर वाले ने डाला है कि मुझे नजर आया, तो शायद किसी और को वो सेम चीज नहीं नजर आ रही, इसलिए मेरी ड्यूटी बनती है मैं उसको फॉलो करूं और उसमें ना स्टक रहूं.